Nation, Kevin Nation, we're here. We're here. Fade Nation, cool, let's get it. Loading system. What's up, YouTube? Make sure to join us over on Kick for ad-free experience and bonus streams. Trailer.
神々よ、ご覧ください。オンパロスは勝利を収め、再早期が間もなく訪れます。
Our Nova approaches with Trailblazer, okay?
本当にそうでしょうか。
I guess.
最近エルシオンの景色がまぶたの裏を
最後の一人になったとしても再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください。
So you walk alone, complete.
必ず訪れる。
Dun dun. They got the katana guitar.
星々を燃やし尽くす。諸行をもたらそう。
Holy fuck! We got a diabolical Kevin! Oh! Saber! Bro! They got the wind! They got the wind sheet! Yes! Archer! My go! Dual blades! Check! What else? Catapult! Yes! Big gameplay though! Saber! Archer! Was that Lancer? Was that fucking Lancer? Holy fuck! What the fuck? Oh shit!
壊滅。これにて完成。宝石の余震をもって来世に暁を。
Diabol! Oh, he looks fucking sick! Holy fuck! We got a diabolical form! Holy fuck! Oh my god! Whoa, this is more angelic though. It's the opposite. It's not diabolical. This is angelic. Bro, what the hell? Holy shit! Oh, you got the golden scars? From the, he looks so good! Yo, kind of Hersher of the End type of design motif. With the huge Kefale symbol behind him. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Bro, oh my god, Lancer appeared! Am I crazy? You saw Lancer, right, chat? Sorry, I'm crashing out. Bro, I feel like a child, dude. Holy hell, I'm tweaking. Bro, dude. Oh my lord. Saber was going against Archer, bro. Holy hell. Holy hell. Okay, we gotta be bringing up the bingos for those breaks. Real quick.
Mr. Albert?
We'll bring it next break.
Owlbert.
Woo! And whether or not you
Oh
have a day
my
night
lord.
Good morning, good afternoon.
Oh
and
my
good evening.
lord.
Welcome to the version 3.4 for The Sun is Set to Die.
Yeah.
Special program. I'm your most beloved host, Albert.
Rebooting really does solve all problems.
Yeah.
Now we can introduce ourselves. Hi, everyone. I'm
FAINON!
I'm so happy to be on the special program.
Yes!
Hello, everyone. I'm Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras.
Nice
Anaxa.
to see all of you again. Did you miss
Anaxa.
me?
Oh, of course we missed you. Well, dear guests, welcome to the
Anaxa.
show. I have been looking forward to this special program more than anything else. The way
Okay.
the story in the last version left off had my heart racing.
Yeah.
The burning sky and the fall of dawn. Akuma was the last place under Kefali's protection, but now it has also sunk into Evernight.
How's
All of
volume,
our
chat?
Chrysosaur companions did everything in their power to buy precious time for the Trailblazer and FAINON, so they
Good.
could return the very
Nice.
last core flame to the vortex of Genesis.
We already found out the truth, so what do a few sacrifices matter? Every Chrysos heir was prepared for this.
They did him justice with
You
the new
just need to
form. It looks
boldly
so
take
good,
that
bro.
last step toward the Era Nova.
It looks so
But in
good.
the trailer just now, it seems like FAINON is gonna go through a lot. I saw a few
But is it a
things
boss
that looked
form or
like
playable?
flashbacks,
That's the
and
thing.
I think I even saw a different
Because it did look like
form of him.
Trailblazer was going
The
against
truth
them.
of Amphoris is about to reveal itself.
Bro, I really hope it's playable.
That all that's happened in Amphoris is not as simple as it seems.
Dude.
Indeed. For example, when we went to fight Aquila, we noticed that the Eye of Twilight seemed unusually high-tech.
And when the Dawn device went out, many of the structures in Akuma and the Vortex of Genesis started showing strange textures.
Okay.
It was like the whole world was peeling off.
Mm-hmm. Why don't we take a look back at our whole journey so far in Amphoris and lay out our suspicions and clues we have. First, at the end of the 3.3 story, the geniuses reveal that the source of Amphoris' tragedy is an Emperor's scepter that survived to this day.
Right.
It has something to do with that erudition god beyond the sky, doesn't
Yes.
it? Even though I don't quite
FAINON Nation, we
understand
pulling,
these
right?
principles, this breeding ground,
We won, right?
which switched from following the path of erudition to the path of destruction, must be hiding secrets beyond
We won!
Nova.
We won! We
In
won!
addition, that Tin Man Lygist is also pretty suspicious. He and FAINON had a pretty significant conversation in the Vortex of Genesis.
Actually, I was already suspicious of him when he said he could fix the Express and send the
My
Trailblazers
own-
back home. Well, the mask is coming off now.
My only
Based on
worry
my
is all the
interactions
good
with
stuff
him,
will be on the boss and
Lygus
not
doesn't
playable.
seem to have any desire to oppose the
Because
Chrysos
it seems like he's the boss.
Rather,
Because I saw
he
Trailblazer go
only
against
wishes
him.
to quietly observe everything as it unfolds.
Could it be that everything that's happened so far is exactly what he wanted to see? That title, Theoros, does mean spectator. If we combine this information with what we know about the relationship between the scepter and paths, maybe Amphoris is being used as a chessboard by people from beyond this world, and Lygus is one of them.
Oh, you're exactly right. If the situation in the cosmos is like a game of chess, then Amphoris is a trap to set up the checkmate.
Sue manga reference? Game of
Maybe
Chess?
the chess pieces themselves can overturn the board. The hero's Era Nova could affect the worlds beyond the sky, and the Trailblazers' choices may also determine the future of the universe.
Yeah.
But before the Era
I guess
Nova
it's
actually
us.
arrives, there's no way to tell what it will bring. The Trailblazers have already done so much for Amphoris. I don't want them to have to experience the unknown of Era Nova.
FAINON, I will go to
As
hell
someone
back
from
with you.
beyond the sky,
Just me
they
and you,
already
baby.
risked a lot by taking on a demigod's divine authority. If something were to happen in the Era Nova,
No, we can't let them stay. They have to listen to FAINON and go home.
Yeah.
Well said. The Trailblazers
We got
won't betray the
750
sincerity you've
people in the
shown them.
chat. That's what
However,
I'm
their
talking
fate
about.
will still be tied
Yo,
to that
my
of Amphoris.
goats.
They'll be returning to the battlefield with a very
Cheers.
important mission.
On the other hand, I suspect many of our audience
Cheers.
members, like me, have some questions about FAINON. That FAINON we saw in the Vortex of Genesis at the end of the 3.3 story? Why was his name hidden?
What do we need? What do we
Maybe
need?
that FAINON isn't the one we're all familiar with.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Oh!
I need the specific details for everyone to find
OG
out
FAINON!
themselves in the game
OG
in version
FAINON versus
3.4.
FAINON we're not familiar with.
Actually
Oh!
got some other information to reveal to you.
What
Theory's
kind
legit.
of information?
Following the story's progress, as I've written, we'll receive a big update in this version. In these records that we've kept, you will be able to catch a glimpse of Amphoris' true nature.
Okay.
before, as I've written, was like a storybook. Keeping
Chat, we're gonna be
record of
doing
our
a
friends'
lot of
stories.
bonus lore story
Now,
content over on Kick, so make sure to
appearance has
follow us
changed.
over here too.
It feels like something big is about to happen.
it looks like it's turned into some kind of database.
Ah,
You can use this system to unlock even more of Amphoris' secrets.
okay.
That's right.
True.
Aside from the major updates too, as I've written, the long-awaited skip dialogue feature, which was previously
Dude,
announced, is finally
I'm not
going
gonna use
live
it, but
in
peak
version
for everyone
3.4.
else. Big for
Story
y'all. I'm happy
dialogue
for
can now
y'all.
be skipped by section with plot summaries
recaps.
and the main characters that appeared in each
That's
section
big.
displayed along
That's
the way.
big for y'all.
Now you can
I'm
choose
happy
the
for you
pace of
guys.
storytelling based on your own preferences. In version 3.6, there'll also be a story recap function. Stay tuned. But of course,
Story recap
as
at
we move into
3.6.
version 3.4,
Replayable
we shall take the
cutscenes.
final step of the prophecy together and witness the truth and the fate of this world. And the Myriad Celestia that Mr. Shaoji hinted at in the version 3.2 preview is finally going live soon.
Bro, Nanook!
Oh.
Nanook!
You mean what's happening beyond the sky?
Fables about the stars part 2!
Is it also related to Amphorius and
shit!
Era Nova?
We'll have to keep it a secret for now. Meanwhile,
Is it related to
we'll
Era
be
Nova?
releasing an animated short. This
Keep
animated
it
short
on!
contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4.
Yes!
Can't spill too much here, but I can give you a little teaser.
Yes!
This short will come with its own original theme song.
Yes!
So don't miss it.
Awesome.
Nice.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Bro,
Why don't we turn our attention to our good friend Viden and take a look
bro,
at his story together.
He gets a theme song. He gets a theme song. So we go and experience the creation of Please get the new form. We got the great sword, okay. Okay. Sword master, okay. Give me the boy, all right. Oh, yes. Oh, playable, shit. Red cubes. Kevin sword. The pose. Holy fuck. What is this sustainable?
What in the world happened to
What the fuck?
Finan to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the warm, sunny person we all know.
You fucking diabolical Kevin Sustainer of Heavenly Principles in one!
Now
Holy
he seems
hell!
strange and formidable.
Oh my lord!
Could you elaborate?
I remember when our buddy first showed up in Amphorius. Finan
Did you
was
see
one
the
of the
fu-
first
did you see the
Chrysopteros
black
to
cubes?
genuinely welcome them. And when danger came knocking, he always had our
Holy
backs.
hell!
But behind that kindness
Bro,
and
and
reliability,
then the Kevin Sword pose.
Finan carries the expectations of
The
many.
Kevin Sword pose.
He
Did
is
you
the
see it where he's
deliverer
like,
chosen by the prophecy.
oh,
and Aglaya's
dude, they
handpicked
did him
successor of the flame
justice!
chase journey. Aglaya even used her own death to set him up for success by
Okay.
making the Council of Elders the focus of criticism and allowing Finan to step up and rally the people.
Yeah.
All of us have high hopes for him. Some even call him the Deliverer of Amphorius. Even Cypher,
Yeah.
who barely ever showed her face, used to call him Little Deliverer Boy.
It's as if everyone just assumes that he'll be a savior.
Now I'm curious.
We got
Before
800
he joined the
people?
flame
Ain't no
chase
way.
journey, was he one of those perfect kids everyone got compared to?
Before
We
the
got
flame chase
800
journey,
people. Let's go.
guess we've got to go back to my hometown,
What?
Ides Elysiae. It was a
Bro,
small,
thank y'all so
remote
much.
village. Nothing
I appreciate
flashy, but
y'all.
far away from the chaos.
I hope you'll join us for the
Ooh,
Kevin trilogy that we
real
do,
peaceful
man.
Place.
It was. And
We're
even though
going
the
all
village
in on
is
the
small,
story for
everyone got along
3.4,
really
bro.
well. There were
Thanks
also
for joining.
beautiful rivers and mountains, and even a forest.
Wow.
That forest was home to all kinds of little fairies. When I was little,
Fairy
I'd go
reference.
exploring the woods and visit
Fairy
those cute fairies.
reference.
When I wasn't exploring, I'd go play with my friends by the sea. We pretended to be heroes from the old stories and practiced our swordsmanship.
Uh-huh.
When we got tired, we went to lie down in the wheat fields until we got called home for dinner.
No strife, no invaders, or any of that deliverance crisis stuff? Seems like a complete paradise.
The wheat fields look
Ha,
gorgeous
paradise.
too.
I see what you did there with the
Lying there,
reference.
surrounded by golden waves of wheat, with the breeze carrying that sweet malted scent. Oh, just the thought of it is enough to get me excited.
And guess what?
He's playing
You will have to imagine for long. In version 3.4, we get to explore ID's Elysiae alongside the Trailblazers.
They did him so
Learn
much
about Finan's
justice.
past, how he became a warrior, joined the flame chase, and grew into the person he is today.
Can't wait!
From a carefree little kid to the deliverer carrying everyone's hopes. You've really come a long way.
These days, FAINON just gives off this heaviness. Like he'd still press on no matter how exhausted, just to live up to everyone's expectations.
No matter the cost.
Boris needed a hero, so he became one. The Chrysos heirs needed hope.
No matter the
and a
cost,
leader.
Kevin mentioned.
That's who he became. Looking back at the main art for this version, even though FAINON's face is still the same, his whole vibe has shifted. His gaze is now sharp and commanding.
Bro,
Pretty
he's got the
different from
dead
before.
looks. No.
Now we're just one step away from the era Nova that the prophecy foretold.
Nah,
The
that's
deepest truths of
Kevin,
Forest
bro.
are about to come to light. What trials
That's that
lie
downward Kevin
ahead?
gaze,
What
man.
choices will FAINON make?
A hero's journey is never easy. But if the will in your heart is strong enough, no fire can burn you out. If anything, every trial is just a forge for an even brighter soul.
Yes.
I'm more than ready.
Well said. Then let's let everyone experience it all themselves in version 3.4.
Yeah.
Now let's take a look at how FAINON performs in battle.
You got it. I'll first show up in the familiar form everyone knows. When using my skill, I'll deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets.
Okay.
The
Let
use
there
of my
be
skill
lights.
also grants me core flames.
Bible reference?
Once I've collected enough of them, I can
Bible
activate my
reference?
ultimate.
Beginning of
Wait.
Genesis?
So core flames only come from using your skill?
Not at all. FAINON can also
Bro,
gain
core
core flames when
flames?
he's selected as a target
He
by a
gains
teammate
core
or
flames?
enemy
Oh,
ability.
that's hard.
If he is the target
Bro,
of a
he
teammate's
gains
ability,
core flames as his
FAINON
core
will deal
mechanic.
even more damage.
When I use my ultimate, I'll create a territory and transform.
After transforming, FAINON powers up massively. Teammates temporarily retreat and can't take action.
Whoa, new
while
symbol
he
to
faces the enemy head-on with newfound
Holy
strength.
hell!
I'm alone? That sounds way too risky.
No worries. All the talents and buffs from FAINON's teammates still stay active to provide him with
White and the
much
gold
needed
reminds me of the red and the white
Exactly.
from Kevin's sword.
After using the core flames
Bro.
to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans.
Flame Reaver like blade.
Creation, Calamity, and Foundation.
Foundation?
Each with a brand new ability.
Care to
Whoa!
elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans, I can deal damage
I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause. Guys, red cubes, like the sustainer, what the hell?
to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Scorch. In this
It's
state,
just like
I'll
Kevin,
force
the
all
blade
enemies to
goes like
immediately
Kevin.
take action, during which I
You know
receive
what I'm
reduced
talking about?
damage,
In a
and each
Stigmata
hit I
space?
take
Sorry,
builds
I'll
up
shut
the soul.
Sorry.
Take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to
he's a
all enemies and then
counterattacker?
unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Holy hell! What is that
The more
HP
soul
too? What the
scorch
hell?
stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack
It's triple the
hits.
size of a pose!
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out
What
the
the
consumable
hell?
Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used
God,
up,
we are
FAINON will
Calamity
unleash
shit,
one final
dude!
blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory.
The-
FAINON's technique
the
is
cycle
pretty
resets.
unique too. Upon casting it,
Oh my fucking god, a beginning of the end!
FAINON instantly strikes
Bro!
all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even
Time
triggering a battle.
reverse! Harsher of the end!
All
Dog!
enemies? That's nuts.
Of course, power comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when FAINON's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
I see.
Holy hell!
All right, now that we've wrapped up FAINON's combat abilities, it's time to bring you some updates on a few familiar faces.
Kevin helping out May even in a different game.
Boy.
Find out an Acheron.
Blade, Kafka, and Jing Liu are all getting some serious enhancements.
Buffs! Okay,
Let's go!
please be good.
Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
This is
Let's
it.
start with Silverwolf.
This is big for the game.
The optimizations, her ultimate now lowers the defense of all enemies instead of just one.
Yes!
Oh, so it's AoE now, not single target.
Exactly. Meanwhile,
Yes!
she'll prioritize adding a weakness that matches the type of the first character in your lineup. On top of that, Silverwolf will regenerate extra energy at the start of combat and the beginning of each turn.
Yes!
Oh, that makes it a lot
No
easier to apply the
RNG!
weakness we actually want.
Yes!
Next up, Kafka. After the buffs,
Please be good.
Kafka's skill will trigger more DOT on enemies. And
Okay.
whenever a teammate hits an enemy target with any kind of attack, Kafka will launch a follow-up attack. After unlocking certain traces, the follow-up attack can also trigger extra DOT on the enemy. And using her ultimate recovers the number of times the follow-up attack can be triggered.
So basically, Kafka's got more frequent follow-up attacks, better efficiency applying debuffs, and an overall boost to DOT output.
Yeah, for sure.
And now for Blade.
Yes.
After the update, he will deal damage to enemies based on his max HP.
Okay.
When Blade enters the Hellscape state, he is more likely to be attacked, and his follow-up attacks will regenerate extra energy.
Sounds like Blade
Nice!
can trigger more follow-ups and use his ultimate more often, meaning his total damage output's gonna spike.
Good
Yes,
observation.
the hunters are
A
back,
change will happen to
baby!
Jingliu as well. Now she'll deal
Please be
damage
good.
to enemies
Please be
based
good.
on her max HP. Each
HP
time a
scaling.
teammate loses HP, Jingliu stacks extra crit damage. After she enters the spectral transmigration state,
Okay.
she'll also gain a stack of syzygy. That means the spectral transmigration state lasts longer, and her overall damage output climbs even higher accordingly.
Let's go!
Our old friends sure are getting some solid upgrades.
My E6 Jinglu's
But
back,
with all
baby!
these ability reworks, won't their Eidolons be affected?
Oh, don't worry, Professor Anaxa. Some of our old friends' Eidolons will be tweaked to better match the revamped kits, making sure everything
We won.
stays in sync.
But what if someone wants to stick with their previous version of their abilities?
No way.
That won't be a problem. You can switch between our
They won. Devs, listen. Congratulations. Star Rail just redeemed themselves. I don't care what no one says. Devs fucking listened. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
friends' ability modes freely. So choose whichever version you like best. For more
Yes!
details, be sure to keep an eye out for
Huge!
official announcements.
Sounds good.
Bang!
Aside from the ability reworks, one more old friend of ours is getting something new.
Now, please
this
give
time.
Eidolon toggle, please. Please.
Oh, who is it?
In version 3.4, Firefly's brand new outfit, Spring Missive, is
Skin?
making its debut.
Look at that.
Ooh, let's take a look at the video clip first.
Please be the suit. Please be the suit. Please be the. Ah, okay. I'll take it. That's cute. I'll take it. I wanted the suit. No. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's cute. Wait, is the
With
armor
her
more
school
green?
uniform on, Firefly looks more youthful than ever. And that Firefly
Is the armor more
brooch
green?
on her chest, you can tell she put a lot of thought into picking it out.
Sam had a
Maybe she
recolor,
even
right?
asked for fashion advice
okay.
from her fellow
It's okay.
Stellaron hunters.
I would have liked
Well,
the
Miss
suit in
Kafka does have
Petacani.
an
That's what I was kind of
style.
hoping for.
They must have talked a lot about
Next
it
time,
behind the
next time.
scenes.
Even her mech's had a makeover. You think she spruces it up during downtime to match her outfit changes?
Oh, totally possible.
Ah.
If I had a mech, I'd also probably coordinate it with my outfit. New theme, new colors. The whole look has to be consistent.
If Sam is more green, though, I might get it
You'll
just
be
for the
able to
Sam.
grab Firefly's new look from the contract shop using Oniric shards. And again, please stay tuned for further details and future official announcements.
Okay.
Next, let's take a look at this version's banners. In version 3.4's first half warp
Hersh of the End reference. White carcass with the cracks and the energy inside?
event,
Bro!
Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character FAINON, and the limited 5-star light cone thus burns the dawn.
Please don't tell me he dies
Boosted
again.
drop rate. Also, a brand new 4-star light cone for the Path of Remembrance, the story's next page, is being added to the first half banner. At the same
Okay.
time, we'll also kick off a special
We're
warp
safe,
event.
no Sunday.
Limited
We're
5-star
safe.
characters. Treevy,
No.
Sunday, and Sparkle are coming back.
Oh! What?
Plus, 5-star light cones, it's time for a flower, a rounded ascent, and Earthly Escapade will return as well. In the second half of version 3.4, we've got another round of special warp events. Limited 5-star characters, Firefly, Jingliu, and Blade will be back along with the limited 5-star light cones. Whereabouts your dreams rest, I shall be my own sword and the unreachable side.
Mm-hmm. Two of our newly buffed old friends are making a comeback in this version. What about Kafka and Silverwolf?
Here's a little sneak peek. Limited 5-star characters, Kafka and Silver Wolf, will be back in version 3.5. And the limited 5-star light cone.
Kafka's coming back to haunt me. No. Heard it, bro. No.
Patience is all you need, and Incessant Rain will rerun as well.
Nice!
No.
Also, 8 new 4-star light cones will be added to the nameless
Look at young Fighter! Look at young
3.4.
Fighter! We got
I
young
see quite a few familiar faces on the light cones. There are a few mini versions of Chrysos Heirs.
Looks like FAINON
My
really
baby
does
boy
enjoy spending his days in the
Aventurina!
wheat fields.
Nature's mattress.
Ah!
Can't beat that level of comfort.
For sure.
Aventurina!
Alright, let's take a quick break. There's still more version 3.4
Kakavasha!
content coming your way.
Chat. Guys. Kafka comes back next patch. Sunday reruns this patch. Fate. Bro, why? Why? I can't afford that. Did you know Honkai Star Rail is an absolutely free, yes, free to play game that you can download right now, available on iOS, not just iOS, Android, not just Android. What's that? Wait, what? There's more on PC as well. Got a Stream Deck? Don't worry, you can download it on your Stream Deck or on the brand new ROG Ally. Anywhere you play, Star Rail is there ready so that you can experience the brand new peak experience that comes with FAINON in 3.4, the new upcoming patch. Are you tired of getting a new character and you get the boss lookalike that looks amazing, but then once they become playable, they don't look as cool? Well, in Star Rail, you get the full boss experience as a playable unit for free. Star Rail, please sponsor me, I beg. Please sponsor me. Bro, how am I gonna be able to afford 3.4 and 3.5? How? Please!
This version.
Please!
The good news comes from Penacony, the other end of the cosmos. Origami Bird Clash is about to return in version 3.4.
Oh, is that the Cute Match 3 game?
That's right. The International Peace Corporation has officially sponsored Origami Bird Clash.
Chat, what am I supposed
Promote this
to?
arcade game full of Penaconian flavor throughout the whole cosmos.
What Sunday rerun?
And the first step to starting that grand venture will be to open up the original shop arcade on the Trailblazers Radiant Feldspar.
There needs to be some new game modes for the game to make a name for itself, right?
Tribby, buff.
This time, the 2 players will take turns acting on the same field, and every player has a set
Good
number of
buff,
moves.
guys, they peaked. Old character buffs are actually good. Actually good. And they buffed the Eidolons as well. That's a great sign for the game. That's a great PG filter.
How are we supposed
Sorry, guys, I was a little too excited about the PG profanity filter. My
In
fault.
this version of the Origami Bird Clash, there will be lots of new items that can help you in battle. For example, Shattering Hammer can eliminate any individual fruit or obstacle.
Bro, we're E6 in FAINON.
Can turn a fruit into a bomb, and
We're
Reset
E6 in
Cube can
FAINON.
reset all fruits on the field.
E6 in FAINON, are
Leveling
you
up
kidding
items will
me?
also make them more
Absolute
powerful.
damn
As
cinema!
long as you pick the right item,
Best
at the
animations
right
in the
time,
game!
You can turn the
Bingo.
tide and deliver a powerful.
Alright, we'll do a monthly pass giveaway. We got a bingo. We're doing a monthly pass giveaway.
Opponents this time.
Make sure to follow on Kick for a free monthly
Still
pass.
battle against many old friends in this event. In addition to participating in story
Bro, it's PvP and my grandma's about to nuke me.
challenges,
Bro, what?
Trailblazers can also do open challenges with friends from across the universe. This multiplayer mode
Because of
won't
you
end with
reference.
version 3.4 either. Origami Bird class will
Where's Kevin
replace
reference?
the
We got a
Seal
Kevin
Slammers
reference.
multiplayer mode and become the new long-term co-op game mode.
We're done slamming seals. Now it's time for slamming paper birds.
All right, let us continue with more version content. Our old friend Gift of Odyssey returns as usual in version 3.4.
Nice.
The planar fissure and realm of the strange events will also return. Complete the
Wow.
challenges to get double rewards.
Nice.
Yep. In version 3.4, Stagnant Shadow, Shape of Cinders, will
Charred
also
Bud
come
of
online.
Twilight.
And you can obtain the Ascension
Huh.
material, Charred Bud of Twilight, for wind characters upon completing the challenge.
At the same time, the planar ornaments, Arcadia
Is
of
that
Woven
men?
Dreams, and Revelry by the Sea will also come online. Trailblazers can obtain them in the Divergent
men.
universe.
Bro.
Why did my seat collapse?
In addition, I'd like to share with you some information about a few events outside the game.
Okay.
First, the annual Hoyo Fest Off-White exhibition will begin in July.
Okay.
This year's event venues have been completely upgraded, and the events will be held in core cities in 6 Southeast Asian countries.
Okay.
That's right. We've also prepared a lot of event missions and new merchandise. Please follow our official channels for details about the events and tickets.
In addition,
We'll review everything after it
Honkai
plays through
Star
chat.
Rail will be joining Anime Expo this July.
Nice.
Come visit the Star Rail booth and claim free limited
While
gifts.
all creators are going to Anime Expo, I'm skipping, so I'm there for
Also be
FAINON.
held at Anime Expo, featuring several special guests.
Please keep an eye out for more info and
I'm
official
skipping, so I'm
announcements.
there for
See you at
FAINON.
Anime Expo.
Well,
We
thank
gotta
you
be
all
there
for your
for
kind
FAINON
introduction.
release.
Let me see. We're almost out of time. We'll move it on to our next show in just a sec.
You seem mighty busy, Owlbert.
Well, I am a professional super host.
What's going on?
Oh, goodness, Albert.
No.
Hey, what's going on?
He died.
It's not my time yet.
Time reset.
My
My goal? Camden! My goal, Camden! Yes!
Welcome to the
Get that
live
bag,
stage
baby!
of the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night
Yeah!
Unlimited Blade Works Collab Special Program.
Ah, long time no see, everyone.
Yeah!
I'm adventuring from the Interastral Peace Corporation.
Howdy, Galaxy Ranger Boot Hill.
Oh,
At your
snap.
service.
Welcome, both of you.
Captain the
Albert
Goats!
have apparently been summoned by the Holy Grail. to be
Captain
this
Shrimps on
show's
Twitch, by the way,
host
go
today.
follow him!
Albert, could your class be... speaker?
Son of a gun. Ah, that's funny.
Maybe you two can call me presenter instead. That sounds nicer.
Well, presenter doesn't sound half bad. In that case, why don't you present the situation to our audience? Explain what you meant by summoned by the Holy Grail and why we've arrived at Penacony.
I saw Lancer.
The cosmos is full of surprises. Soon after the ripples of the Charmony Festival had calmed, the Trailblazer received a secret invitation from old Odie, head of the Alfalfa family.
Okay.
It turns out that the old Jen is planning a brand new entertainment spectacle called Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War.
Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War. Sounds like a Holy Grail War is taking place in the Sweet Dream.
That's right, but I have no idea where old Odie got his Holy Grail from. Let me give a brief explanation of everything here. It's
Okay.
said that the Holy Grail is a wish-granting chalice that can
Yeah.
manifest any miracle. And the Holy Grail War is a
So it was all
mage-craft
a
ritual
dream.
for
A
obtaining
sweet
that
dream,
power.
sure.
As long as you win in the brutal contest of the Holy Grail War, the Grail can fulfill your wishes.
That daggum Wubba Boot Charmony Festival has only just concluded, and they're putting on a new show already.
Hey, don't forget that Penacony prides itself on being a holiday resort. How are they gonna attract tourists if they don't have any events? Besides, didn't the
Chat, they
last
mentioned
Charmony
me.
Festival have a little accident?
Tourists
I mean,
mentioned.
that probably wasn't great for Penacony's image. The family's definitely gonna want to find another
They know.
opportunity to generate some buzz.
Well, I heard that old
They know.
Odie hopes to make the Penacony and Holy Grail War into a new show that rivals the Charmony Festival, therefore returning Penacony to the cosmic limelight.
With dreams as the gimmick, the show is
fate
sure to
motif.
attract a lot of money and a lot of dream chasers.
The Fate Motifo is
I bet
seen!
old Odie is thinking of the same thing.
This Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War program will be conducted in Penacony. The 7 invited participants will summon famous historical figures to fight alongside them as their servants. And the final winner will receive the precious opportunity to make their wish come true.
Chance to make any wish and any miracle come true. Well, that's definitely a nice gimmick. But, as we all know, people die if they're killed. Bullets don't discriminate, so if someone gets caught in the crossfire.
Rest assured, everyone, the Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail War production crew hereby swear that no one's life will be in danger in the dream. Everyone can participate and watch in peace.
People die when they're killed, bro.
Well, since it's
He
you,
said the
Owlbird,
same.
I'll believe it for now. So, who's participating?
To start
They
off,
did it.
the
We got the
owner
fake
of the
cards.
Radiant Feldspar, shareholder of Penacony Superstar of the Soul Glad Festivity, our dear Trailblazer will be participating.
Oh.
So, the Trailblazer will be taking part in another adventure.
That's right. In addition, Miss Robin will also be a part of this war.
Well, as another Penaconian shareholder, the Interastral
Yes!
Peace Corporation's Strategic
Please be
Investment
voiced.
Department sent me as their representative in the war.
Yes!
The Galaxy Ranger Boodle will also participate in this Holy Grail War.
Yes!
Actually, I was just wondering, why is a
Akaron.
criminal wanted by the IPC
Akaron.
participating in this?
Micah got an invitation too, but he has no time for this. I can't turn a blind eye when someone's in a tight spot, so helping out was the least I could do.
Looks like Mr. Boodle really has formed deep bonds with folks in Dream Blood
Topaz! Akaron!
Well, apart
Topaz!
from those we've mentioned, are there any other special participants that we've been looking forward to in this Holy Grail War?
Of course. Apart from local Penaconian
Robin?
heroic spirits, 3 very well-known heroic spirits will also arrive by the Grail Summon and
3.
participate
Lancer?
in this
We saw
Holy
Lancer
Grail
in the trailer. My goat.
They are respectively
Saber.
Saber,
Yeah!
Archer, and
Yes!
Lancer.
Oh, shit!
That's what I'm talking about.
Lancer's
I
gonna be in
wonder
it!
which heroic spirit will end up accepting a contract with the
Lancer's in
Trailblazer.
it!
Now,
Let's
see?
go!
This is how you attract attention. Now we're gonna get tons
Let's
of you.
go, the
That's why you pay
goats!
big bucks to get the big names.
The Giga
As to what stories
Chad!
will unfold in this
They look so
Dreams
good!
and the Holy Grail War, and we will forge a contract with who? Trailblazers will have to find out in the game. Here's a reminder that the Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night
They look
Unlimited
so
Blade Works
good.
collaboration Trailblaze Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail will
Yeah,
officially start on July 11th.
we're there,
Keep an
chat.
eye out for it.
July 11th.
Now
Hero
let's learn more
Keck,
about
join
Saber
us.
and Archer, our 2 heroic spirits
We're there.
from another world.
Oh, yes!
Saber's dress seems a little different from usual.
I
now
just
that she's
saw
arrived
Adventuring in the back.
Penacony.
Well, this is the planet of festivities after all. You gotta dress up for the occasion.
Yeah.
The King of Night's new outfit was personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It retains their iconic blue and white color.
No English voice
and her
actor for
iconic ahoge.
That's right. It retains the nobility of a king.
They're usually
also,
just Japanese and
emphasizes
it's Fate's
utility
IP, so I don't think they could have
rewards.
added anything.
The lines along her shoulders and her cloak are straightforward, while the design of her skirt is quite reminiscent of timeless British fashion. As for how she looks in the game,
British
well,
That's crazy. It's time. Yes! Yes, she's a foodie!
いつでも出陣できます。
10 out of 10. My E6, just for that. With the done right. Yup. Fake directors were there. I see you. They did it right. Saber!
出陣できます。燃え立て、騎士の魂よ。
Yeah! The invisible wind sheath. Yes. Keep the identity a secret. Yes. Yes. Soundtrack!
Well, butter my fudge and call me a biscuit. That Excalibur truly shows her strength as a king.
Oh, talk about fancy visuals.
Please do
And how
Ultra.
come the King of Knights is always stuffing her face? Even in Pentacone.
Gotta
It
stay
looks like
energized.
Pentaconian food is very much to her liking.
That's right. You can't fight on an empty stomach.
Please do Archer right.
Let's
Unlimited
see
blade
how
works.
the King of Knights performs in battle.
Unlimited blade works,
Saber is
please.
a wind character following the path of destruction.
Cattle
Saber
ball.
will gain a certain amount of core resonance when she
Dual
enters
blades.
battle. If she uses her technique in the overworld,
Royas.
Saber will obtain combat buffs and also more core resonances after entering battle. When
Okay.
she uses her basic attack, she can deal damage to a single enemy.
The King of Knights is cautious as ever in this new world. I see she's still hiding her weapon's appearance and true name.
When she uses her skill, Saber will deal damage to one designated enemy and its adjacent targets. If Saber has enough core resonance at that time, she'll consume core resonance to regenerate massive amounts of energy for herself and increase her skill's damage.
In other words, you need to accumulate as much core resonance as possible to increase the damage Saber deals.
Exactly.
Are there any other ways to obtain core resonance?
Yes, there are. Whenever any ally uses their ultimate, Saber obtains core resonance and increases her own damage dealt.
Behold,
Okay.
the King of Knights has dispelled invisible air, barrier of the Wind King around her sword, releasing high-pressure air in the blink of an
The
eye
fake
to
motif
form
in the music
Strike
is
Air,
mwah, mwah,
Hammer
mwah.
of the Wind King, dealing a devastating blow to the enemy. When using her ultimate, Saber will deal damage to all enemies and turn her basic attack into enhanced basic attack. Her enhanced basic attack can damage all enemies and provide Saber with a certain amount of core resonance. Also, during battle, if the sum of Saber's energy and the energy she can regenerate via consuming
Dragon
core
Reactor
resonance
Core, yes!
exceeds the amount of energy she needs to use her ultimate, Saber will immediately take action.
So if you replenish core resonance in as many ways as possible, you can use Excalibur more frequently.
That's right. Not only does this sword bear the King of Knights past, present, and future, but it also represents the noble ideal that was held in the hearts of the countless soldiers who once followed her in battle.
OST is
that concludes
OST.
Saber's introduction. Now we'll
Damn.
move on to our next otherworldly heroic spirit, Archer.
Please be good.
Oh, seems like
Royas,
Archer cares
Cannibal,
about this Holy
Dual
Grail war
blades,
very
unlimited
much.
blade works.
He put on a new
You
outfit,
got it in
too.
your heart, please.
He even changed where his accessories go. Those decorations he had on his chest are now on his shoulders.
What sharp eyes you've got, dear guest. Archer's new outfit was also personally designed by Mr. Takashi Takeuchi. It has the classic red and black look. The sharp contrasts.
Is that imaginary, right? Why? He is quantum because canonically Emiya is surrounded by women and Archer's surrounded by women, so they had to make sure that Archer is the only,
combat gear.
you know.
Emphasizes his lean figure.
It's
and
to
the
make it
perfect
match.
fusion
You know
of
what I mean?
attractiveness and strength.
I got it.
You got that right. Director, show us the game footage already.
They gotta make it match, you know? He traced our bats! Dual blades, yes! Yes, no! Yes! Cannibal! Ah!
My soul.
Yes!
Unlimited. Blade works.
Yes!
So that's
He
unlimited
said
blade
the
works?
thing!
Oh, quite impressive indeed.
Bro, they got Cannibal
After
with a
all,
sword
Archer
throw!
is a seasoned veteran of war.
I am the bone of my sword. That sentence sure brings back a lot of memories.
I agree.
Well, then let's take a look at Archer's combat performance.
Catapult, dual blades.
Okay.
Unlimited blade
Archer
works,
is a
abilities.
quantum character following the path of the hunt. When he uses his basic attack, Archer can deal damage to one designated enemy.
An archer in close combat. That's pretty gutsy, I'll give him
This was
that.
the real anniversary patch, chat.
That's right. But Archer hasn't exactly slacked off on his marksmanship training since coming to Penacony. When using his skill, Archer will consume 2 skill points to enter the circuit connection state, dealing damage to one designated enemy. While in the circuit connection state, Archer's turn will not end after he uses his skill. And he can continue to use his skill until he runs out of skill points.
What?
The more times you use his skill consecutively, the more damage Archer deals to enemies. After all, everyone knows that a dual-wielding fighter who can't use their noble phantasm isn't a good archer. And using his ultimate, Archer will recite the classic chant to activate unlimited blade wax, dealing damage to one enemy.
Apart from damaging the enemy, Archer's ultimate also grants him special charge. After any of his teammates' attacks, Archer will consume special charge to use a follow-up attack against the enemy targets, while also recovering 1 skill point for the team.
In that case, there's no need to worry about running out of skill points again.
He just couldn't help himself and had to use his favorite twin blades.
When he uses his technique to enter battle, Archer will deal damage to all enemies and obtain special charge.
And that's a wrap on Archer's introduction. Now, I have big news for everyone. From when the Collab event starts on July 11th and until the end of version 3.6, Trailblazers can log into the game to claim the limited 5-star Collab character Archer for free!
Nice!
Awesome!
We hope that under Archer's protection, every adventure that the Trailblazers embark on will cleave open the dark clouds and become a saga sung throughout the cosmos. We also hope that your encounter, or for some of you, a reunion, with the servants across this vast universe will bring you all wonderful memories in the days to come.
Oh, yeah! How about that? The free new limited 5-star character mentioned during the anniversary celebration is finally here as promised.
Actually, there's even more! Later this year, Trailblazers will get another brand new limited 5-star character totally for free!
Wow! Awesome!
But let's keep our eyes on the present for now. I'm not quite done yet.
Holy
Besides
fuck!
claiming Archer for free, Trailblazers can also directly obtain a set amount of character enhancement materials for Archer.
Wow, how thoughtful!
Yeah, this version's got a lot of characters to level up after all.
All right, now let's check out the banner details. Once the collab starts on July 11th, Trailblazers can use Star Rail special passes in the character collaboration warps Excalibur Excelsior and the Bone of My Sword to obtain the limited 5-star characters Saber and Archer respectively. In the Light Cone collaboration warp, Trailblazers can get the limited 5-star Light Cone, a Thankless Coronation from Birth of a King, and the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn from Red Radiance of Fuyuki. In addition, pity counts are shared between the character collaboration warp banners and also separately shared between the Light Cone collaboration banners.
Okay.
But neither carries over to other types of warps.
Okay.
It's worth mentioning here that the character and Light Cone collab banners will stay open long-term after the event starts.
Does long-term mean even after versions 3.4 or 3.6 wrap up, you can still pull Saber, Archer, and the limited 5-star Light Cones?
Exactly. These collab banners will run across multiple versions with no fixed end date yet.
Oh,
and
it's 4
here's one more piece of news for you all. Throughout the entire duration of version 3.4, using Star Rail special passes for your warps will bring some special limited time discounts. After the collab event starts, when Trailblazers spend the designated number of Star Rail special passes, they can directly obtain the limited 5-star Light Cone, The Hell Where Ideals Burn.
Throughout all of version 3.4? In other words, after the 3.4 update and before the collab event starts, any Star Rail special passes used in the banners for FAINON or other rerun characters will still count toward the total, right?
Yep, that's correct.
Yeah!
And now, as the collab kicks off, the voice actors for Saber and Archer have some things they'd like to say to all of us.
FGO pity mentioned.
And then we're back to hear their special messages.
FGO pity mentioned.
これからマスターに
FGO pity
セ
mentioned.
ーバー役のカスメ役です。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが
Bro!
間もなく開催ということで、私も
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm so sorry. I was excited. Saber's talking. Shut up, UD. Shut up.
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。セーバー役のカスメ役です。崩壊スターレールとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催ということで、私もとてもワクワクしています。この2つの作品にはどこか似ているものがあるなと感じました。剣を手に運命と立ち向かうセーバーの姿は、厳しい冒険の中でも前へと進み続ける開拓者の姿と似ているのではないかなと思いました。収録中はフェイトとスターレールの世界観が混ざり合い、新たな魅力が生まれていくのを感じました。あまり多くは話せないのですが、セーバーがスターレールの世界でどのように信念と理想を貫いていくのか、ぜひお楽しみください。このコラボがたくさんの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたら嬉しいです。星々と聖杯が交わる旅の中で、あなただけの熱い思いとロマンに出会えますように。それでは最後に、開拓者よ、あなたが私のマスターか。
これからマスターになる開拓者の皆さん、こんばんは。フェイトステイナイトでアーチャーを担当しております声優の諏訪部純一です。崩壊スターレイルとフェイトステイナイトアンリミテッドブレードワークスのコラボが間もなく開催となります。赤い九兵はあまたの世界を旅してきましたが、ピノコニで繰り広げられる聖杯戦争は彼にとってこれまでとは全く違うものになるのではないでしょうか。崩壊スターレイルの世界でアーチャーが戦う姿が見られるのが本当に楽しみです。おなじみのキャラクターたちが未知の銀河で自分をどのように再定義していくのか、その行方をぜひ見届けてください。収録の際にアーチャーの戦闘シーン見せていただいたんですが、アンリミテッドブレードワークスの演出がとってもかっこよかったです。いや、気に入りました。素晴らしかったです。今回のコラボ企画の中でもアーチャーのかっこよさ存分にお楽しみいただけると思いますので、絶対にプレイしてくださいね。これはまたとんでもないマスターに引き当てられたものだ。
The Rin mention.
Alright! Big thanks to our voice actors for those thoughtful messages.
The Rin mention,
With the Honkai Star Rail and Face Day Night Unlimited Bladeworks collab about to launch, we want to take this opportunity on the program to sincerely thank all our partners in this collaboration. We would like to express our sincere gratitude to Mr. Kinoko Nasu and Mr. Takashi Takeuchi for their unwavering support from the earliest planning stages to the final implementation.
Nice.
And thank you to the Animation Production Committee and everyone else involved for all their hard work on this collab.
So they outsourced it to Fate.
Honestly, it's only with this
That's
kind of
smart.
dedication that we can bring you all the ultimate
They outsourced the animations to Fate.
In order
That's
to showcase
sick.
the Holy Grail War from multiple angles and levels, the organizers say that they've also prepared another combat-filled program, Fate Stay Night.
Yes!
It was a night with no wind and no moon under the cool breeze of Penacony. The Trailblazer met the red-haired Lancer destined to cross their path. He stepped forward, raising his spear and uttered that iconic line.
The goddess of beauty is the most peerless
Lancer!
beauty of them all.
Oh, so it's that red-haired Lancer.
Of course it's
You
that
got
one.
it. After the sweet dreams in the Holy Grail War tournament, the genius Skullum made some modifications to the Holy Grail. Now, the Grail can load the simulated data of past striders through the user's memories.
Aggro.
So in Fate Stay
That's
Night, Trailblazers will face off against many familiar and old friends in intense V1 battles. Each contestant starts with unique skills and a set amount of health. Losing a round means losing health. And when your health hits 0, you're out.
Is there a smart way to beat your opponents?
At the start of the game, Trailblazers get some free pieces, each with different classes that grant different buffs.
Dude,
you can merge
wait, that's
identical pieces
sick!
to upgrade them. The higher the piece's rarity, the stronger the buff. Pieces of the same class have bonds between them too. Collect enough pieces of the same class, and you activate special bond effects that give you a serious boost in battle.
Looks like bonds are super important in this Holy Grail war, huh?
Absolutely.
Oh, they got the Fate Summoning Circle there. That's
not
dope.
all. Trailblazers can also acquire noble phantasms during battle for
Bro,
extra health.
Caster
Plus,
mentioned!
during combat, Trailblazers can have the chance to get 3 command spells. Using these spells grants additional buffs.
Command spells, huh?
Yes!
Well, I'm curious. What role is the Trailblazer playing this time?
It's player.
This Grail feels kind of off.
We should have been ruler.
Forking hell. Could it be corrupted?
You right on the money. Trailblazers can increase the Holy Grail's corruption level to unlock extra buff mechanics. The higher the corruption level, the more points you earn when you win. Heads up, raising corruption level also powers up your enemies. So watch your step, Trailblazers.
Oh, but don't worry too much. After all, this is a reality show competition, and just
so
for
good.
entertainment. The organizers of Fate Stay Night have also prepared a special Protected Mode competition. In Protected Mode, Trailblazers can fight using trial characters,
Nice.
and enemy strength is toned down.
Nice.
Ah, this way, new Trailblazers can jump in and fully enjoy the Holy Grail war experience.
Well played.
Exactly. The production team cordially invites everyone watching to stay the night.
Good.
Experience some epic battle action.
And score yourself some stellar jades and other awesome rewards.
Now, just a quick reminder, this Honkai Star Rail and Fate Stay Night Unlimited Bladeworks collaboration is split into 2 parts. The Trailblazer Continuance, Sweet Dreams and the Holy Grail, and the event, Fate Stay Night. The Fate Stay Night event will open for play on July 11th. The 2 programs stand on their own, so Trailblazers can dive into each separately.
Awesome! So much content!
Nice.
All right. Big thanks again
This is our
to
anniversary
our
patch.
2 guests. That
This
wraps
is
up
our
today's
anniversary patch, chat.
Collab update.
Presenter, your mission is complete.
W's.
It's all part of the job. Anything for the Trailblazers.
Cheers.
So Trailblazers, my honored masters, let's meet again in version 3.4. See you there.
We hope you'll stay the night.
Bye-bye.
See you next time, guys.
See you next
Peek.
time.
Bye.
Peek, we're gonna review. Why was that necessary? Why, bro, what? Huh? Huh? What? What was that about? What? What was that? Okay, we're reviewing all of this. All of this. We're talking story, we're talking buffs, we're talking reviewing the patch. Chat, before I say anything, I'ma shut up.
最近
I'ma be quiet, okay? First, bingo. What do we got? What do we get? Acheron did not appear. Well, it did not meet FAINON. Totally not FAINON face reveal on stream. That kind of happened, right? I don't think I had a Siren Teaser crash out. Fate animated short X HSR. I mean, no, not really. Archer theme. No Shaoji, no Dway. No message from Nasu. This is right. Right, chat? Acheron appeared. Yeah, but she didn't appear. Okay, I'll give you that one. Fine. We'll give you that one. I guess she appeared as assassin. I meant more in the story, but okay. Okay, how many bingos is that? It's 1, 2, 3. All right. 3 monthly pass giveaway from the bingo. We'll make this a thing every anniversary, all right? Or not every anniversary, every patch. We'll make this a thing. We'll make this a thing, okay? 3 monthly pass giveaway. We'll do it when 3.4 comes out. We'll have 3 big streams. I will let you know which ones they are. They will be over here for Kick. So YouTube, make sure to follow over on Kick to check out those bonus streams. And for a chance to win, we might also do a bigger giveaway. Also, chat, review on the patch. I'm not going to review it just yet. I'm going to review it after you guys review it. Guys, you're on stream. Go ahead. What do we think? What did we think, chat? What did we think? 10 out of 10, Peak 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, Kevin out of 10, 10 out of 10, Fate out of 10. Well, bro, do we agree this is the actual Fate patch, bro? This is the actual Fate anniversary patch. The real anniversary is this patch. Brother, Dude, Fate banners, no fix end date out of 10. Dude, bro. This was a 10 out of 10. Peak Cinema, they cooked. Buffs, amazing. We're gonna get more. They made it toggleable so that if you want the old unbuffed units, you can still have that. If you want the new buffed units, you can have that. Did you pay for Eidolons? Don't worry, they buffed the Eidolons too, but if you want the old Eidolons, you can toggle the old Eidolons. That's peak, that's cinema. Holy hell, holy hell. They cooked the Fate collab. I do have one critique, I've said this before, my only critique with the Fate collab. No Rin, no Gilgamesh. Okay, I lied, there's a second critique. No Rin, no Gilgamesh. Okay, I lied, there's a third critique. Besides those two, right? They should have had, and I mentioned this back in 3.0, they should have had where you have, they're like remembrance units, and you have Emiya and Rin, right? And they summon a memo sprite mechanic that is the servant. That should have been what it was, right? But we didn't get that. But besides those critiques, everything else, cinema. Also, Lancer was in it. Brother. Dude. And hold on, getting ahead of myself. Guys, we had 800 people in the chat. Guys, we had 800 people in the chat. New platform. Did y'all get any ads over on Kick? Did you get any ads on Kick chat? No ads, right? Peak Kick, right? No ads, even for non-subs, right? Right? That's why we switched from Twitch to Kick. That way y'all can have the that way y'all can have the ad-free experience. That way you don't need a sub if you don't want to. You're not pressured to sub. You're not getting all these little FOMO tactics that Twitch tries to smack you with. That's why we're here. That's why we're here. Check the HSR category. Why? What happened? What happened? What happened? What happened in the HSR category? Nunny. I guess I saw HSR ad from you. That's crazy, chat. Listen. We're going to be broke after today, okay? We are Guys, what the hell? We are number 1 in the Honkai Star Rail category. We are number 1 in the Honkai Star Rail category on Kick. Let's go! Peak! Y'all are my goats! That's what I'm talking about! Yo! Peak. My goats, chat. My goats! Thank y'all so much, bro. Y'all gonna make me cry, man. Thank y'all so much. Cheers. Dude. Wild. Hey, guys, on a real note, I'm gonna be bankrupt after 3.4, 3.5. We had 800 plus people in the chat. Kick does this thing as a bonus where the more people that are in your chat watching your stream, every stream, they pay you bonus money just for free, right? It's not a contract. It's not a nothing. They just do it as a bonus, right? Which means this stream is going to be huge for that. All I'm saying is if you want to support without needing to sub, you just got to be in the chat. Save your money. Make sure, first and foremost, you can get your FAINON. You can get your Fate characters, okay? Pretty please. And let's make Kick go bankrupt. Let's take their money, all right? Let's take their money. Chat. Lancer was here. Hold on, real quick. Before we get into the story, I just want to geek out on the Fate parts. Real quick. Oh my God, bro, they did FAINON so good. Okay. They did it so much justice. With this being the very first thing shown, tell me, are you my master? Dude. They got the Fate OST motifs. By the way, Cannibal, they did Archer justice. Archer was done justice, bro. Justice! Dude!
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせセイバー
I saw it.
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで
White hair. That's so crazy. Who could he be, chat? Who could he be? It's probably Tuesday.
灼熱の太陽
Looks like Tuesday to me.
背負い続ける
Oh man, bro. Definitely not FAINON though, right? Definitely not. Lancer! Damn. But that's kind of messed up. Wait. That's not cool. Bro, they had Saber cook you in the Honkai Star Wars world just like she cooked you in Unlimited Blade Works. Damn, bro. That's messed up. What's up? What, bro? What? Let my guy have a win. Let my guy have a win. He is the Giga Chad. Why do we gotta bully him in every verse, dude? Every verse, his fate is so messed up, bro. Like if he's the first one, bro. If he, dude, he died again. Let's go. That's crazy. That's wild, bro. We got the game ball, wait. Yo, he looks good. Yeah, why does he look like he's going out like on a bro? This looks like Carnival Phantasm Edition Lancer. Bro, tell me not. Bro, they pulled this guy from Carnival Phantasm. Dude, this is like bro, the casual wear, bro, dude. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna be a little obnoxious. Bro, yo. Dude. Okay. Let's review the full trailer without like pausing. All right. All in all, 10 out of 10. This program is sponsored by Lady Aglaya. Lady Aglaya, please sponsor me because your kiddo FAINON's about to drain me dry alongside Saber and Archer, bro. Please. Okay. Full review. Hold on. Let's break this down. And then we'll break the patch down. But overall, 10 out of 10 P.
ご覧ください。オンパロスは勝利を収め、再創期が間もなく訪れます。しかし、本当にそうでしょうか?
That's so interesting. My day is there and so is the Trailblazer. Was this a previous cycle potentially?
再創期が間もなく訪れます。
Because we're not supposed to be there when he goes up to the fountain at the end of 3.3.
本当にそうでしょうか?
最近エルシオンの景色が
Where's my day? My day was like right here in the corner. Hold on. Never mind. I saw big shoulders and slight red, and my brain just instantly went to my day. Never mind. My bad. I saw big shoulders and big pecs, and then like a red light here, and my brain went to. I started thinking about my day's pecs. My fault, chat. Listen, my bad. All right. Look, bro. Kasana brain, my fault. My bad. Anyways, that's a little embarrassing. We might have gotten looped, dude. But he had memories of my day. In fairness, that's not what I was talking about. But dun. They got the Kasana guitar. I'm so happy, bro. And then the Kevin pose, bro. Ah! I'm losing my voice today. They got the electric guitar. Yes. Sorry, I said I wouldn't pause. My fault. Wait, Actual Holy Grail War vibes.
あなたが私のマスターか。燃えたて騎士の魂よ。暴風よ舞い上がれ。
もう少し手応えがあると思ったね。機は熟した。逃げ場はない。
あらゆる邪悪を打ち滅ぼせ。セイバー。
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで灼熱の太陽を背負い続け。
I'm pausing, sorry chat. We're analyzing here. You will bear the blazing sun, FAINON, until the pale dawn. Flame Reaver? Right? Did we just have a command spell in our hand? I'm nerding out. That's so damn cool. That's so damn cool. That's so damn cool. Bro, I'm not. You get the command spell. That's so sick, dude. Bro. That's a good mode.
キノコにの伝説はあれど英雄はいないと。
お任せを。
私見ました。壊滅。
Whoa, 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 whoa. What was that? What was that? What was in the reflection of his eyes? Hold on. Mem, I feel you. I feel you, Mem. I feel you. That's me. That's me in 3.4. That's my wallet, actually. That's exactly how my wallet looks like. That's me when I look at the bank account after 3.4 is done. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Why am I here? Why am I still playing gacha games? What is wrong with me? Bro. Dude. Holy. Okay. So, totally not FAINON stabs FAINON. Oh, that's why he becomes a 5-star playable. That's why. Because he gets stabbed in the chest. What happens when a character gets stabbed in the chest, guys, in Star Rail? They become a 5-star limited playable character. That makes so much sense. It's all connecting. It's all connecting. Where did we see this? Don Hung. It all makes sense. It all makes sense. It's all connected. Bro, he becomes a boss, bro. What? Dude, bro. Oh, shit. What happens with that? Oh, my God. Is that us? What did we see? Ah. Bro, we go through our own Kevin arc. What the hell? Are we okay? Do we need a hug? Bro. Okay. Nah, bro. They come. I'm so. I'm sorry. My emotions are everywhere. Why do you watch me, dude? Bro, why do you guys watch me, man? Oh my lord. Dude, we got the whole playable boss as a playable character, dude. What? Bro, like... Nah, dude. He might just be the boss. Oh, bro, and the little cubes and the digital cubes everywhere. Oh, man. Yeah, bro, reality is breaking out the... Dude. Might be the boss, man. Might be the boss. Bro, what the hell is this? Dog, is that the loop count? Hersher, avoid eyes. You are so Kasana coded. It's so crazy, dude. It's so wild, brother. Dude, dog, if that's the amount of loops he went through, oh, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. You know, dude, you know what that number actually means? If you look at the eyes and we see FAINON's form, right? And you notice how it's more angelic, and they made it a playable boss, be playable rather than it just be like a boss and that's it. And then you just got like the regular version, right? The numbers symbolize how much money they're probably going to make from this patch. It's all coming together. It all makes sense. All right, I'll stop. Sorry. Back to serious lore moments, okay? My bad. My bad. Bro, there is so much here. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Chat. Guys, it's a Hersher of Origin reference. Wait, that's so fucking cute. Hold on. Wait, I see it. Dude. It's Ellie with the freaking, like, bro, it's literally, oh, bro, Ellie would be so proud, man. But also, what does that mean? From pink Jesus to gold Jesus? How come Kevin didn't want to wear the pink? Huh? What's up with that? What's up with that? I think that's disrespectful. I think that's disrespectful. Or Hersher of Humanity, sorry. I think that's disrespectful. Allie would have wanted to see Kevin in pink. But in fairness, he's wearing purple, so I guess that's kind of cool. I guess it's kind of close. Oh, Ellie probably copyrighted the color. True. Ellie in pink is like peanut butter and jelly. Real. Valid. Boss, look at his ultimate animation again. You'll see. Bro, let's review it. Look. Bro, they literally made him sustainer of... Like, I'm not even just saying this to say this, right? They made him sustainer of heavenly principles. Also, Kevin reference. This is a Flame Scion reference. But... what in the Madara? Holy hell. Brother. Reset Hersher of the End.
What in the world happened to FAINON to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the
Looking for a
war.
playable
That
final.
sounds way too risky.
No worries. It's a massive.
Bro, it's literally... Oh! Dude! Holy hell! It's literally just instead of Alicia, it's Kevin. Bro! Hersher of Ramen. With the signets everywhere too. Bro, except this time he didn't need ramen to bring everyone together for a meeting.
Teammates temporarily retreat.
Winning.
Take action while he faces the enemy head on.
Bro.
with newfound strength.
Alone? That sounds
If you
way
know,
too
you know.
risky.
Because of your reference, dude.
All the talents and buffs from FAINON's teammates still stay active to provide him with much.
If he's taking all the Alicia symbolism, will that mean Cyrene won't be playable? I will bet my left foot that Cyrene is playable in some form. Alicia made Hoyoverse obscene amounts of money. You had League of Legends pros world champions asking for Alicia skins in League. Like, there's no universe where Hoyo doesn't see this as an opportunity to make a version of Alicia make the money again. There's no way. There's no way.
Needed support.
Exactly. After using the core flames to transform, I have access to the powers of 3 kinds of titans.
Okay.
Creation, Calamity, and Foundation.
That's so sick, dude.
Each with a brand new ability.
Care to elaborate on that?
Tapping into the power of the Creation Titans,
Okay, you see the red cubes? And then the purple outside? Chat, yo, dog, guys. Hear me out, bro. It's literally freaking Asmodeus, right? But also, I might just be seeing things potentially, right? So like, stick with me here. I could just be seeing things. Hold on. Like, brother. What's up with that? What's up with that? You know what I mean? What's up with that? Why? That's like too coincidental timing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I can deal damage to one designated enemy and adjacent targets. Calling upon the power of the Calamity Titans, I'll enter a special state called Soul Score.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Sorry, I'm nerding out. I'll get rid of. Bro, I'm so bro. You're like a fanboy. Shut up. Come on, focus. Lock in. Yes, his pecs are all out, but lock in, brother. Holy. Okay. Hold. Okay. Chat. It's happening. It is happening, bro. I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
In this state, I'll
they
force
did this
all
so
enemies
much
to
justice.
immediately take action, during which I receive reduced damage, and each hit I take builds up the Soul Scorch stack. Once all enemies have taken action, I retaliate, dealing damage to all enemies and then unleashing multiple instances of damage on one random enemy.
Soul Scorch is such a terrifying name for an attack.
Heads up. The more Soul Scorch stacks he's got, the stronger that counterattack hits.
Using these 2 abilities also grants me an exclusive charge called Scourge, which fuels my 3rd ability. With the power of the Foundation Titans, I dispel
Why?
all debuffs on myself.
I'm sorry, bro, but like I really do think this beats Castros. With what in the budget,
the power
bro?
of the Foundation Titans, I dispel all debuffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the consumable Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used.
Why this type of animation?
Deal bounce damage. All enemies with extra damage.
Like, am I just too damn Genshin pilled? This looks way too Calamity of Conrya mentioned.
Once all his actions have been used up, FAINON will unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before.
And then the reset. Like, am I just
buffs on myself, then use Scourge Charge to deal bounce damage. If I've maxed out the
but then like red cubes too. I don't know,
consumable
bro.
Scourge Charge, I also slam all enemies with extra damage.
Once all his actions have been used up.
Yeah, 2 Genshin pills is what I would say. Okay, but then I counter with this. Black cubes is reference to Asmodee, right? Unknown goddess that we fight in the beginning, right? What is Unknown Goddess a variant of? A Kaslana. Also a Kaslana. You know what I mean? Like that's a little too on the nose. And she has Kiana's VA. Like, it's a little too on the nose.
Unleash one final blow, hitting all enemies before removing the territory. FAINON's technique is pretty unique too. Upon casting it, FAINON instantly strikes all enemies in a certain radius. If they're normal
It's so interesting how like we went from beginning of the end. Sorry, PTSD. I'm crashing out, bro. We went from diabolical Kevin to angelic Kevin. What was that? Sorry, I saw beginning of the end and you know, ascended forward. I thought of Herrscher of the End, Honkai trauma, and I started to crash out. My bad.
Enemies, they're immediately wiped out without even triggering a battle.
Wait,
Bro,
all enemies?
here's what I'll say. This will be my most game time I have ever put in a Honkai Star Rail patch. This patch. I am letting you know right now. We are playing the absolute hell out of this patch. The majority of the streams will be on Kick. And then we'll upload them to YouTube later. We'll do some of them multi-stream to YouTube. Okay? But the majority of it will be on Kick. Biggest reason why? A, to avoid spoilers. That way the moderation tools are the best over here on Kick. And we can get any negative comments out and any spoilers or leaks out. B, also, no ad experience for everyone. That's the main reason why. All right? We are going to play the hell out of this.
That's nuts.
Of course,
The hell out
power
of it.
comes with a cost. This technique consumes 2 technique points.
If the technique misses, it won't cost any points. Plus, when Finon's in the team, the technique point cap goes up by 3.
When I use my technique to enter combat, I'll also regenerate energy for my teammates. In addition, at the start of each wave, I'll deal damage to all enemies and gain Scourge.
Oh, I see.
All right, now that we've wrapped up Finon's combat abilities,
I get to use my mem sensor so often in this short. I beg you, please don't make mem sensor a permanent thing on the channel. Please don't use mem sensor every single time please don't do that. All right? Like, that's not... It's too late, bro.
it's time to bring you some updates
Oh.
on a few familiar faces. In version 3.4, Silver...
For the sun is set to die. Why? Why can't the sun rise? Huh? Why can't it rise? Huh, Shaoji? Give me a game where he's happy. It's literally Kevin downward gaze, bro.
Wolf, Blade, Kafka, and Jing Liu are all getting some serious enhancements.
Let's go! Oh, Mr. Albert, please do tell us what's changing.
Okay, we're gonna review the trailer one more time. And then we'll review the rest of the patch. Big question, boss. Do you think Phainon is the emanator of destruction contained in the scepter then? I do. I do. That's my take. I do, or they're gonna mention finality. One of the two. One of the two. Either he's the emanator of destruction, or they're gonna mention finality. It's one of the two.
神々よご覧くださいオンパロス
Phainon versus Flame Reaver is literally Kevin versus Will of Stigmata. It's also literally Archer versus Emiya. It
は勝利を収め
was on the nose, we called
最
it.
早期が間もなく訪れますしかし本当にそうでしょうか
最近エルシオンの景色がまぶたの裏をよぎるんだ
最後の一人になったとして
But boss, Irene has the Nook sleeves. Yup, we mentioned it when we first looked over Nameless Faces. It's very reminiscent to each other, which is very scary.
再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください
新世界は必ず訪れる黎明を灯す
I love that they use the same type of instrumental that they would use for Kevin or most Caslanas.
最後の一人になったとしても再創生の偉業を成し遂げてください
It sounds like in the story there's going to be a good chunk of us just following Phainon, him be on his own. Is what it sounds like. Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set. Black Swan's first Myriad Celestia vid. Let's actually review that real fast. It's been a minute. Myriad Celestia. Boss, you said no pause? No, no, no. That one we're pausing a lot because we're analyzing. Hold on.
Let's
Okay.
Let's make an exchange, shall we? An exchange of memories. I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice.
Uh-huh.
The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me. Listen to the parable of the stars. The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go now, march unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light.
Yeah, Nanook's the first one. I don't know, bro. I don't like that. At the universe's core lies a flame. It burns ever so intensely till entire galaxies are incinerated for the sole purpose of embracing. For the sole purpose of embracing. Splendid destruction at the end of all reality.
Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set.
No! For the sun is set to die! Ah, fuck. We're cooked. We're cooked. For the sun is set to die. For the sun is set to die. We're cooked. We're cooked. Bro.
Golden death.
Piercing through clouds as a golden death.
Golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled, for the sun was soon to set and meet.
No.
With vicious destruction. But be not dismayed, O child of the world. The Lux arrow will descend to purge.
Wait, don't we get the destruction path when we first wake up? Oh my god, that's our first path. Wait. You cooked with that. Bro. And then the similarities between Trailblazer and FAINON. And what's FAINON's playable path? That's crazy.
The wicked abominations. You must.
And both are physical destruction. Oh my god. Dude. Kylus, male trailblazer, the primordial god of the sky in Roman mythology. FAINON, the sky god of the star. We're cooked. We're cooked. The parallels go too hard. Fudge, dude. Man.
Follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake.
If the truth of the universe is cruel and stale, would you still yearn for the answer? The knowledge seeker isn't passive, for their core has been cold and unwavering since its birth, as cold as the end of the path they seek.
The Celestial One guards their secrets, plotting out the roots that connect all things.
And in Chinese, FAINON and Kylus have the same voice actor. By the way, shout out to the Chinese voice actor, one of my favorites, right? Dude, how weird that's gotta be. He's in like the voice booth room and he's like talking like the Trailblazer, like, yeah, I'm the galactic baseballer. And then FAINON that's like, You know what I mean? That's so...
They are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are.
Oh wait, now that I think about it, that red eye kind of reminds you of the Lygus red eye, doesn't it? Wait. Yo, chat. Am I crazy? Am I wild? It's not an eye, that's an ear? Bro, why do you... Dog, why is that an ear? That's weird. You gotta get your ears checked, brother. Your ears are not supposed to look like that. Straight up. That's the ear, bro, dog. Do you have eyeballs in your ears? That's your ear? Dude. Bro. You gotta get that checked out. But anyways, dude, isn't this weirdly reminiscent to that? So Lygus has Noose's ear in his eye socket. I'm joking with the last part, but like, that is weird. I don't know, dude.
Resting.
Now look at the face. Bro, I don't see it. Have you not seen the full Noose image? I have not.
Let your staff strike the earth, they say. Once and again. The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will rid you of...
Bro. Hear me out. Yo, chat. Hear me out. You know what I'm saying? Listen, hear me out. What do you mean? I'm just saying. All right, look. I'm just saying. I heard that's a dude. No. There are no genders for Aeons, guys.
Poison.
They're divine beings. They're not like us. They are ascended.
And poison.
And I'm just saying, hear me out.
Blindfold your eyes,
Like,
they say. That the approaching darkness may strike no fear in you.
Oh.
Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride.
So Nihility is like one of the scariest paths out there / Aeons. And they made him the cutest. What's up with that? They made Ika hella cute, and it's like fat. I mean, Aeon of Varos. I mean, you know, Little Rainbow Pony. What's up with that? Am I supposed to be scared of all cute things in the Star Rail universe?
Push open the majestic gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis.
Like,
read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the bricks and the ones that laid the walls' foundations be known. Then, they say.
Okay, like, this is the one I'm low-key, like, if I had to, you know, with one, like, I'm just saying.
Oh, you who have reached the end.
I'm just saying, bro.
Into the
I mean, chat. Santa, I get you, brother, right?
paradise
Chat.
that envelops all. Join
Like,
this great choir.
I would join that great choir and feast. Enter in the paradise that envelops all. Okay.
Join this great choir
I'm
and
just
feast.
saying.
Listen to the beating of billions upon billions of hearts, holding you in their embrace.
Embrace, by the way, kind of scary.
Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariner's intemperance.
Ika.
Listen to the infant in the mirror, the waves
By the way, multiple times finality gets thrown around here.
as they enter
Propagation, that's scary.
the dream, the tipping of
Enigmata.
the balance, the
Equilibrium. Wait for it.
shapeless print.
Finality. This is like the most clearest one. There's other instances where it pops up, but this is the finality. And I really think Amphorius might mention it because hear me out. What do you see on the edges? What do you see on the edges, chat? Ice. Remembrance. Right? You know what I mean?
Shapeless prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself and take all such things to heart.
Where do we see fully? Where do we see fully? Amphorius.
This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish.
Boss, do you think Lex's True Path is something else, not your edition? Bro, if it's what is it called? Equilibrium? Or Enigmata, sorry. That would be crazy. That would be wild.
Tipping of the balance, the shape.
Or Equilibrium. I think it might be Equilibrium if it's not with Noose.
Plus Prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself and take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli. Countless shoot.
I just realized, you know the first battlesuit that we get to play as Honkai Impact 3rd? White Comet Kiana, she's also a physical unit. And on top of that, HOV is also physical. Hershua Void. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. First battlesuit, Kiana, physical. Hershua Void, physical. Trailblazer Destruction with the Kaslana Bat, physical. FAINON with the new form, physical destruction. Dude! Wait!
Shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
Brother. Physical MC's ult lines, his rules are made to be broken. What did FAINON write in his letter at the end of the recent quest? I don't know if that's like lore pertinent or if it's just the Trailblazer constantly jokes about that with FAINON. So he wrote that as like a little nudge to him, you know?
Your wish to thousands of distant worlds.
Bro, y'all be cooking, man. I love streaming with you guys, by the way. Story games with you guys on streams are peak. I feel like I'm nerding out with, we are literally hundreds of people while we're gushing about really cool ass concepts from video games, dude. And it's so awesome, and I'm so glad. Thanks to y'all. It's so hard to subtitle you because you constantly break the sound barrier. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Guys, I'm tweeting. Sorry, chat. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute. Uno minuto. I'm gonna let this play in the meantime. Hold on. Hold. I'm crashing out on Twitter. He looks so good! They did him so much justice, bro! Dude. Bro. Oh my lord. Boss, if 4X characters are pathless characters, it will be more broken than any Aeon Power and HSR. That would be sick. That would be dope. Boss, about Sunday rerun. Okay, I'm crashing out. So, chat. Where are you? No. 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 I know you're here. Why? Why? Oh my, oh bro. Boss, because he's best in stuff for FAINON. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Of course he is. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Yup. No, that, sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That's cool. That's cool. That's great. He technically isn't. Okay, he technically isn't. Why technically? What does that mean? What does that mean? He is. He isn't. Well, what is that? In what way, though? In what way? Oh, yeah, is your Bronya build? Oh, we just E6'd her. Thankfully. Thankfully. We can use Bronya too. Okay, who is better, though? Sunday or Bronya? That's the question. That's the question. Like, both. Okay, but like, which one is better? Is she built or is she E6? Well, she's E6, and I had her built back in 1.0, but I don't have her built anymore with like the new stuff. You use both. No, you use... I'm gonna throw my phone to this monitor, bro. Dog. Dude. Oh my lord. Dog, are you serious? What is this? Okay.
At the same time, we'll also kick off a special
safe,
event.
No Sunday. We're safe.
Treevy,
No.
Sunday, and Sparkle are coming back.
Let me move my camera real quick. I felt that. Well, yeah.
At the same time, we'll also kick off a special
We're safe.
event.
No Sunday. We're safe.
Treevy,
No.
Sunday, and Sparkle are coming back.
Oh!
At the same
Okay. Bro, this is the same patch. FAINON. Sorry, my brain's short-circuited, bro. Saber, Archer, and they rerun Sunday the same patch. I like... Arcadia, have a fantastic day. Thanks for hanging out, man.
Hey. We'll also kick off a
Patio, I also don't have Sunday, bro. It's my biggest miss of my career for Star Rail, by far. By far. It's not close. It hurts my soul. My soul. Like, oh, dude. We have 8 banners in the patch. Dude. I will say, here's my hot take, though. Everyone was mad that, like, there's mad reruns. Bro, why are you mad about that? I never understood that. People are like, oh, we hate more banners in a patch. Why? Bro, more reruns means it's less FOMO. I don't feel as bad, like, missing a character because I know it will rerun soon. And I can plan better. You know what I mean? I can go for the necessities and know that, like, we will get a rerun pretty soon and more choices. Like, I don't understand. I find it more FOMO and more predatory when it's less reruns. Then it's more FOMO, in my opinion. You know, I'll never understand why people don't like it. Ever, ever, ever. Also, look at my boy!
This animated short contains a very important part of the story in version 3.4.
Look at my boy!
But I can give you a little teaser. This short.
Move the camera back, please. Okay. Oh man, dude, he looks so good.
Will come with its own original theme song. So don't miss it.
Awesome.
Hey!
Nice.
I can't wait to dive into the new story already.
Next, why don't we turn our attention to our good friend FAINON and take a look at his story together.
On top of Kiana's first battlesuit being physical, Kiana switches to fire with Hersher of Flame Scion. Or Hersher of Flame and Hersher of Flame Finality, and her newest battlesuit as well. Trailblazer goes fire next with Preservation MC, and gains a Flaming Lance, like Shamash. Whoa. Bro. Wait, that's crazy. Wait, that is wild. That's crazy lineup, dude. Bro. Holy budget, bro.
What in the world happened to FAINON to make him change this much?
This is nothing like the war everyone's.
FAINON in the live stream art has golden blood flowing from his hands exactly like Nanook. Yeah, I don't like that. Also, he has the same big gold scar across his chest. It's slightly more tilted, but that is terrifying.
Hopes. You've really come a long way.
These days, FAINON just gives off this